Hey guys, it's Logan from Koaster Kids, and today I'm going to be doing another Q&A. I haven't done one of these since January this year. I just want to say thank you everybody who sent in questions. We got over 1,000 questions over YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, email, and I wasn't able to answer all of them, but I picked some of them that I thought were interesting. Hopefully you guys see them interesting too. So, let's get right into it. Would you give up roller coasters for $1 million? Honestly, no, I love roller coasters. And I got the rest of my life to make money. And you know what? I could make $1 million riding roller coasters. Who knows if this thing keeps growing. But seriously, don't give up what you love for money, because you're not going to be happy. Alright, there's a couple questions here. Number 1, will you go to Illich Gardens in the near future? Maybe not. There's no amusement parks around that, and usually whenever we go on a trip, we usually go on several amusement parks on the same trip. So maybe someday, just no time soon. Number 2, how many theme parks have you been to? 52 in total. Number 3, what parks would you recommend? All of them. All parks have something cool. Number 4, do you count racing coasters as 1 or 2 coasters? Well, Mobius Loop coasters, obviously they're only 1 coaster because they're just 1 track. But like other racing coasters like Racer at Kings Island or Rebel Yell at Kings Dominion, I count those as 2 because they're 2 separate tracks. Would you rather get stuck on King Ka or have to wait a zillion years for Top Thrill Dragster? DJ, I'm not sure if you understand the concept of would you rather. You're supposed to pick 2 awesome things or 2 horrible things. But in this scenario, you chose 1 awesome thing and 1 horrible thing. I would love to get stuck on King Ka. That would just be amazing. And to wait a zillion years for Top Thrill Dragster, that would be miserable. If you could build a roller coaster in your backyard, what would it be? What manufacturer would make it? And what type of roller coaster would it be? Okay, I got like 25 questions about roller coasters in my backyard. And I don't want a roller coaster in my backyard. You know how much that would cost? You know how many workers would be in my yard to operate it? You know how much maintenance it would take? You know how much insurance it would take? You know how many of my neighbors would want to ride it? They'd be knocking on my door all the time. That would just be horrible. So, I don't want a roller coaster in my backyard. Kings Island is kind of my backyard. It's only 20 minutes away. So, I ride them. They make them. So yeah, I'll just enjoy the rides and let them build all the coasters. If you could combine your favorite coaster models into one, what would it be? Example, an inverted wooden Giga coaster. Alright, what do you think of this idea? A launched B&M Flyer Giga and had an inverted top hat. That would just be amazing. That would probably be one of my favorite coasters. What is your favorite Six Flags park except Magic Mountain and Great Adventure? That's a pretty good question. You know what you would want to stay tuned for? My upcoming video, Logan's top 20 favorite parks, coming soon to a YouTube near you. Will Chris Warner make any more coaster posters like one for Maverick, Shambhala, etc.? Oh yeah, he's definitely working on some new projects. I don't know what they're going to be like, but they're going to be awesome, I'll tell you that. If you could build your own amusement park with 5 different coasters, what 5 coasters would they be? So I would probably pick an RMC Raptor, a Giga Coaster, a really awesome B&M Invert, maybe an Intamin prefabricated wooden coaster, and the tallest and longest racing GCI ever. Kennywood's Phantom's Revenge thoughts. That's an interesting question, but it's a roller coaster, and roller coasters don't have thoughts, so I don't know what kind of random thoughts Phantom's Revenge has. Do you like spicy food? Nope. What's your favorite saying of how when people say life is like a roller coaster? Example, life is a roller coaster with the choice of putting your hands up and stuff. And you know, my favorite saying of someone saying life is like a roller coaster comes from a very wise man who said this at Silver Dollar City. And you know, life is kind of like a roller coaster. It's not the ups and downs that bothers you, it's the jerks. Top bucket list coaster, Formula Rosa. Top bucket list park, Europa Park. How often do you watch your own videos? Probably never unless I'm editing, because whenever I edit, I have to watch the same clip over and over and over and over again to make sure it's right. And when I'm done with that video, I don't want to watch any of them anymore. I'm ready for the next one. What grade are you in, and do you play a musical instrument? I'm in the 7th grade, and I'm not in band. I'm actually in chorus, and I just recently had my first concert, and I think chorus is awesome. It's really fun. Oh, do you want to see a clip? Here it is.
Hallelujah, sing a new song, sing a new song. Cantate, sing a joyful new song. Cantate, sing a joyful new song, sing a song.
If you had the chance to live at any amusement park, what would it be? And you know, Cedar Point has the best coasters, but they don't have the best food like Dollywood. But Dollywood also has some amazing coasters. And it gets snow there in the wintertime, and it gets cold and nice. So you can have a nice cinnamon bread with some hot chocolate. Oh, that sounds so good just thinking about it. Do you have a girlfriend? Okay, I've been asked this multiple times. Guys, I'm a 12-year-old boy. I'm too young to date. And I don't have a girlfriend. In my last Q&A video, I said there was someone special out there. Well, guess what, guys? She's long gone. Nowhere to be found. No idea where she is. But if I do get a girlfriend, I bet it's not going to be a girl from school. It's going to be a coaster kid who loves coasters just like I do. How awesome would that be? It would make all this work worth it. Which roller coaster / park are you looking the most forward to when you go to Europe next year? So, roller coaster, either Wildfire or Terran. And park, Europa Park. Also, I know this sounds kind of personal, but how has having faith in God helped you with this Coaster Kids project? And you know, God has been a really important part of my life. He gives me courage and strength to do all these videos. And, you know, whenever I do something brave and conquer some of my fears, I feel like that's honoring God. And whenever I help other people, it's serving God. Is it hard sometimes having autism? I know it is for me. And you know, I'm on the autism spectrum, but that describes me. It doesn't define me. It's just a part of my life that I'm just dealing with it. And you know, everybody has something hard in their life that they're dealing with. Like, some people have anxiety, some people aren't athletic, some people have trouble making friends, some people don't even have parents. And everyone watching this has something in their life that they're embarrassed of, they're ashamed of. And you know something, like, it's a good way to overcome something that's hard in your life? Take your eyes off yourself and focus on other people trying to overcome what's hard in their life, because it'll make you a happier person. If you were able to get on some of these in its original form, would you do it? Well, I don't want to risk breaking my back or my brain or my collarbone or my arm or my legs, pretty much any bone in my body, so probably not. What is your best overall theme park experience? I would have to say Knoebels. Like, it's just so unique. It smells different, it feels different, the food is different, and just everybody else in the park is different. Like, you don't see a guy fishing over a bridge at a theme park every day, or someone walking their dog, or something crazy like that. And their rides are also really unique, like Phoenix or Twister or Impulse. And I think the park is just overall really good. And shout out to you, Knoebels. Do you count Larson Loopers towards your credits? Obviously not. I do not count them, no matter what Six Flags says. And I just realized, remember that clip from SpongeBob when Squidward says,
"No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument."
Well, this is the Six Flags version.
No, Six Flags, Larson Loopers are not roller coasters.
Have you ever broken a bone? No. Have you ever passed out on a coaster? No. Well, I did have awesome things and bad things that have happened on roller coasters. For example, on Intimidator 305, I grayed out. My vision just turned to gray. which that's an awesome scenario. But on Banshee, the vest would tight down on my chest, so where I couldn't breathe. So sometimes whenever I got off Banshee, I would get so lightheaded and almost pass out. But I haven't passed out yet. Are you continuing the gaming series or not? You made a video on RCT3 long ago, and I was just wondering. You know, I was into Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 for about a year, and honestly, the more roller coasters I ride in person, the less I'm interested in that game. And just like the Mystic Timbers Lift Hill would say, seriously, guys, you need to take that truck. Go home to your video games and your Roller Coaster Tycoon. This place is not safe. Don't go in the shed. If you could have 3 pet frogs, what would their names be and what would they look like? And if you could give each one of them a different superpower, what would they be? Okay, this is something everybody in their life has asked to themselves at least once. Their 3 names would be Philippe, Ramona, and Gizmo. So, Ramona and Gizmo look like ordinary frogs, but Philippe likes to wear a yellow hat. And their superpowers would be laser vision, invisibility, and teleportation. Dang, I would love to have those frogs. PetSmart, do you have any? Please tell me. What's your favorite flat ride? Good question, dude. Stay tuned for my top 10 favorite flat rides coming soon. How do you go to so many theme parks during school? How do you make up all of the work? So, I don't go to school every day of the year. We have breaks. Like, we have winter break, we have spring break, and we have summer break. And we also have weekends. So, for example, I went to Florida in February, and it was during the winter, and it was a 4-day weekend. So, we went to Florida to go to Disney World, Busch Gardens, and Fun Spot. And I only missed 1 day of school on that trip because we were flying home. On spring break, we went to Tennessee, Missouri, and Kansas. And then I went to all the other parks during the summer. So I only missed 1 day of school this whole entire year. It's not like I'm skipping school every day, guys. Come on. What coaster exceeded your expectations the most? And what coaster disappointed you the most? So the one that exceeded my expectations, probably Goliath at Six Flags New England. Because everyone says it's a terrible ride. And when I rode it, I thought it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. And the one that disappointed me the most, probably Incredible Hulk at Universal Studios. I thought it was gonna be a really good ride, possibly one of the best I've ridden, and, you know, it's just not that good. Since your B-Road Challenge documentary, how has the response been? Are you more confident with yourself? Did people have more background knowledge when meeting you, etc.? And you know, putting a private story like that on YouTube was a little bit scary. I didn't know what kind of response we would get. And of course, there are a few jerks on the internet. But the feedback from that video was overwhelmingly positive. Like, some people felt the same way, had the same story, they have autism, or they knew someone like that. And it just made me feel amazing. And it really spreads the message to just be yourself. Spread your story around the world. Would you consider coming to Canada's Wonderland again? Yeah, I'll consider that. What are some of your favorite non-big chain parks? Good question. Stay tuned for my top 20 favorite parks coming soon to a YouTube channel near you. How long did it take for your channel to get big? Okay, first of all, my channel's not that big. Big YouTubers have over 1 million subscribers, and I'm still a small channel. But if you see the chart here, my channel has grown pretty steadily. You know, I grow about 1,000 subscribers a month in the summer because people are out of school and at amusement parks. And it grows a little less in the winter, around 100 or 200 a month. And then we keep growing more in the summer and less in the winter. And it just keeps going that way. And it's taken 2.5 years to take us where we are today. And hopefully it keeps growing. And I hope you guys tell your friends about Koaster Kids. Is there one fan in particular you like the most? What makes them so special that you like them so much? And you know, I don't pick like one favorite fan, but some of the fans I met I've become really close to. Not because I chose them, it's because they chose me. They wanted to make Koaster Kids a big part of their life. They wanted to know me and for me to become one of their friends. And some of the fans, we've become really good friends. And some of those people are Michael, Billy, Joshua, Itai, Lucas, Tyler, Zach, Sean, Seth and Cole, Zach, Holly, Cammie, Lincoln, and Anthony and Dominic. So some of those people have really been a big part of my life, and they're really good friends of mine. Do you play any sports? No, I don't play any team sports, but there is this sport you may have not have heard of. It's called G-Trip. It's basically trampolining and flips on trampolines, and you get to meet some really cool people while you're doing it, so that's probably my favorite sport, if you would say it that way. When will you come to either Dorney Park, Hershey Park, or Six Flags Great Adventure? Those are some cool parks, and I'll tell you when I'm going there. June 2017. Do you love your friend Itai? Of course. I love you, bro. I know you're young. However, what does life mean to you? Whether this is relationships, finding who you are, or even riding coasters. And I don't have all the answers, but something that I've learned, life is all about helping other people. And true happiness and true wealth doesn't mean how much money you have, doesn't mean how many friends you have, but it comes to how many people are better because of you. That's the secret to happiness. Do you listen to Oops City? Of course I do. Yes, I listen to it whenever I go to sleep, whenever I'm on the bus. I just listen to it everywhere. How has YouTube made you grow ever since you started? And you know, it's really pushed me out of my comfort zone ever since I started this channel. And you know, the first year I did YouTube, the thing that pushed me out of my comfort zone was riding bigger and faster coasters. And I was pretty scared sometimes. Like, it may not have looked like it in my older videos, but sometimes I would be really scared. And then the next year, it was the making videos that made me uncomfortable. Like, putting my ideas into words, and I would just get tongue-tied and really frustrated sometimes. And now this year, the thing that pushed me out of my comfort zone was meeting strangers. And I do meet a lot of fans, but sometimes when I meet a new fan, it gets a little awkward. Like, some people are like, "Hi, Logan," and then waiting for me to say something. Like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say to meet something new. So, you know, some people say being uncomfortable is bad, but in reality, being uncomfortable is how you grow. And the more difficult, the better. I love your channel, and I was wondering, what coaster do you think has the best themed trains? And you know, some of the coasters I've ridden have really cool trains. Like Accelerator has those 57 Chevy trains, and Lightning Rod has that really cool hot rod. But my favorite is probably Iron Rattler with that huge snake in front. And least favorite coaster element, the Cobra Roll. Oh my gosh, don't even get me started on Raptor's Cobra Roll. How'd you come up with the slogan, "Be brave and ride on"? You know what? I didn't come up with it at all. Natalie did. One time we were filming a video and we weren't planning it at all. She just randomly said, "Be brave and ride on." And we were like, hey, I like the sound of that. So we just have been saying it all the time ever since.
Again, thanks so much for sending in all those videos. We really appreciate it. I'm absolutely blown away that you guys sent in so many. We're so glad that we helped all of you guys. So keep sending in those videos at coasterkids@gmail.com. Be brave and ride on.
No, coasterkidsohio@gmail.com. Anyway, so be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and be sure to keep sending in those videos. Bye. What are your thoughts on Sky Rush's lap bars? Okay, so let me describe the lap bars real quick. They come down and they lay flat on your thighs and just squish them. That's why a lot of people nickname Sky Rush's Thigh Crush. So if you sit on the edge seat, let's say the edge seat in the back row, that's going to be really painful. But if you want the least painful experience, ride in the front row, in the middle seat, and you won't feel that much pain at all. Oh, hi Eliza. Would you rather live in Northern Ohio and have Cedar Point as your home park, or stay in Southern Ohio and keep Kings Island as your home park? And you know, Cedar Point is a great destination, and it's great to visit, but you know what? It doesn't feel like you're home. Whenever you're at Kings Island, it really does feel like home, so I'd probably just rather stay at Kings Island. When's the next time you're going to Kentucky Kingdom? It's my home park. Well, it's closed for the year right now, but next year Kentucky Kingdom already said they want to do another Coaster Kids Day, and they're going to make it bigger and better than last year. So that'll be really fun. The people there are really cool. When are you doing the Q&A? Right now. What is your favorite cartoon? And you know, it's really changed over the years. Like at first it was Regular Show, and then it moved on to Bob's Burgers, then it moved on to American Dad, so I have quite a lot of favorites. Hey Logan, are you like a celebrity at your school? Because you're awesome. Hey, thanks for calling me awesome. And no, I'm not a celebrity at school or anywhere else. And some of the people at school know that I have a YouTube channel, but they don't watch it, so nah, I'm just an average kid trying to get through the 7th grade. Is it sometimes awkward filming at new theme parks? Yeah, it's sometimes pretty awkward because whenever I'm filming at a new amusement park, people know there's something going on, but they don't know what it is, so they just walk up to me and just stare at me and do nothing. And it's just kind of creepy. Like, it makes me uncomfortable. It's really awkward. What was your first thoughts when you got off of Flying Ace at Kings Island as you were a kid? And I've been wanting to ride all of those rides for a while, and I was just scared. And when I finally rode that ride, I was so proud of myself. And then I rode all the other rides I was scared of. So, next ride I got on was the terrifying. I used to chicken out every time. Kiting in tree. And then I moved on to Linus Launcher. I was scared of that. Race for Your Life, Charlie Brown, and then Mondo Monsoon at Soak City, which I was always scared of. And then 2 days later, I rode the Bat, Adventure Express, Racer, Monster, and Surf Dog. And then the next month, I rode Banshee and Vortex and Beast. And then the next month, I rode Diamondback and Delirium. And then by the end of the season, I rode every single ride at Kings Island, including Slingshot and Extreme Skyflyer. And each time I got off a coaster, I just felt so much more confident and so much more proud of myself each one I rode. Have you ever went to Kings Island Halloween Haunt? Once, and you know, I'm just not really interested in Halloween. Like, I get asked this a lot, like, just because I love roller coasters doesn't mean I love Halloween. Like, they're two different things. Roller coasters are machines made of steel or wood. Halloween is a holiday celebrated by a number of people. So they're two different things, and roller coasters I like. Halloween, I don't like very much. What is your favorite video that you made? Probably the Be Brave and Ride On documentary, because I've heard it helped the most people, and that's what I'm all about. And Dakota, I'm just curious, are you related to Roman Atwood at all? Because if so, let me know. What are some coaster-related YouTube channels you watch besides Coaster Studios and CoasterBot? Okay, so you just named the two channels that I watch the most. I watch everything that Taylor and Harry makes, but there are some other coaster YouTubers that I like a lot, like Ohio Valley Coasters, Theme Park Crazy, Coaster Force, Death by Illusion, and Joshua from the Coaster Corner. And not every single one of us know each other, but those are just some of the channels I watch. What's your favorite GCI? That's a good question. Stay tuned for my upcoming video, Top 15 Favorite Woodies. Coming soon. What was your first loop coaster for my son Anthony? This might surprise some of you, but my first loop coaster was actually Banshee. The first time I went upside down on a coaster, I went upside down 7 times. And then I went back on, flipped 7 more times. And then 10 minutes later, I rode Vortex and went upside down 6 more times. And my dad almost barfed from those loops. So, yeah, it was interesting. What encouraged you to want to help others get over their fears? I know your backstory, but what really encouraged you? And when I started this YouTube channel, I wasn't trying to inspire anybody. I was just sharing my passion with roller coasters, me getting over my fears, and I just wanted to talk about them to the whole world. And it wasn't until later when we got videos, comments, and emails from people all over the world that were inspired because of my courage. And it felt really good, and then I started the Be Brave Challenge, which was about a year later. And what I've learned, helping other people is even more fun than riding roller coasters. Don't believe me? Try it sometime. Do you wish you didn't have to go to school? Heck yeah! When will you come to Port Aventura in Spain? Because I'm going in 2018, but don't know when. Please tell me! And we are going to go there in June. We don't know the exact days, but we hope to announce those dates by the end of the year. And we're going to go to like 21 or 25 different theme parks in Italy, Germany, Spain, UK, Sweden, Netherlands, and all over. So if you're a European coaster enthusiast, let me know in the comments so we can maybe meet up when I'm over there. Do you think Sky Zone's better or Get Air is better? So if some of you know me, I love trampolines. I love doing trampoline tricks. And you know, Sky Zone's trampolines are better, but the rules are more strict. There's more things that you're not allowed to do. And Get Air, when you're usually there, the employees aren't looking very closely. So if you want to do a double backflip into the foam pit, then you'll be okay. If you could only ride one wooden coaster for the rest of your life, what would it be? Lightning Rod, my second favorite coaster of all time, and my favorite wooden coaster of all time. Wait, what if it closed down forever and I picked that? Oh, that'd be bad. Second choice, probably El Toro. What's the best part about having a YouTube channel? You know, it depends on what kind of channel you have. Like, some people have a YouTube channel where they just sit at home on their computer making videos, and I don't know if that would be fun or not. But the kind of channel I have, I get to go to amusement parks and meet hundreds and hundreds of amazing people, and that's really the best part. All the amazing people that you get to meet along the way. What do you want to do for a living when you grow up? You know, I really don't know yet, but something that I hope to be doing, helping other people be brave. And there's still a ton of people that are afraid of stuff and need help, so that might be my future job. And I'm getting older, but you guys are getting older too, so if you still like the videos, I'll still be making them. If any, what non-coaster YouTubers do you watch? And you know, I do love trampolines, so I like to watch YouTubers like Tanner Brungart, Funk Bros, sometimes Plan Zero. And I used to be really into Minecraft, so I would watch Dan TDM sometimes. And yeah, other YouTubers like that. Please don't roast me in the comments. Are you going to ride all of the RMC coasters in the world? I would like to. I've already ridden most of them. Which is worse, SLCs or Boomerang? Obviously SLCs. Boomerangs are glossy smooth compared to SLCs. What was your favorite amusement park you went to this year? Well, I went to Cedar Point this year, and that's my favorite. But if you mean favorite new park I went to this year, probably Six Flags New England, because they have some really cool coasters and two phenomenal coasters, Wicked Cyclone and Superman the Ride. What are your thoughts on the Cedar Fairs and Six Flags new attractions for 2018? They look fabulous. What's 9 plus 10? A dead joke? What's your favorite part about meetups with enthusiasts or other fans of Coaster Kids? And you know, the people I meet at Coaster Kids days and stuff are just complete strangers, and we have so much in common. It's like we become friends within like 2 seconds. You know, we watch the same videos, we love the same coasters, we have a great conversation, we ride rides together, take photos with them, and it's just really awesome meeting them. Well, that's it, guys. Whew, a bunch of questions. Thank you, everyone who sent in a question to us. Hopefully, you're having a great day. I don't know if you guys watched the whole way through or not, but I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll catch you guys later. Be brave and ride on. See ya.